We have a 64 megapixel primary shooter, a Dimensity 1000 plus SoC, 5G capabilities, 65 watt fast charging, a super slim board. Oh, I forgot to introduce the phone, didn't I? Now this is the OPPO Reno 5 Pro 5G, and well, welcome to our unboxing of it. So get subbed, hit that bell icon, you guys know what to do. So without any further ado, let's dive in. OPPO's gone with an interesting color scheme here, a soft shade of sea green with the branding done in big bold black font. There's more branding to the sides, including one from ICC. So what we have here is the 8128 variant. It comes in astral blue. There's a bottom sticker as well, but the price has been ripped off. Sliding off the top cover, underneath is a stealthy black box. Removing the top, we have the usual cardboard insert. We'll get to that in a while. But first, let's grab the Reno 5 Pro before it tumbles out. And what is this I spy? OPPO has included headphones in the box here. That's a nice touch. We also have a white Type-C cable and the included 65 watt SuperVOOC 2.0 charger. I guess we are doing box contents first. Let's check inside the insert. That is a soft TPU case. This one has a lip around it to protect the camera bump. There's some paperwork and looks like the SIM ejector had managed to escape its prison, but hey, here it is. Okay, so I got distracted there for a while, but now it's time to unwrap the Reno 5 Pro, and that sticker to the back, let's remove it. And this may be stating the obvious, but I love how many shades of blue we can see here. Now, I'm gonna get to the specs and all that, but let's just take a minute and appreciate how slim this phone is. These sides are just a little over 7.5 millimeters thick, and OPPO has still managed to cram in a 4350 mAh battery here. Not just that, they've kept it light. 175 grams for a modern flagship. Not bad, OPPO, not bad. So of course, when the phone is this super slim, you do have a camera bump, and that is what we have here. A shiny rectangular slab that holds the 4 rear cameras. But my only concern here is that these camera modules, they stick out a bit further from the bump. So when we put the phone down flat on a surface, it's gonna be sitting right on those cameras, and that's something to be wary of. But hey, one thing about this design that I really appreciate is this nice textured finish to the back. It's got that contrasty look going for it. Shiny on the camera bump, matte on the rest of the phone. We've got this nice shimmering finish, or as OPPO calls it, the Reno Glow. Very classy. And the ergonomics, well, curved sides, curved screen as well. The frame feels nice and sturdy, and we have the power button with this teeny tiny green indent on it. I'm guessing it's there because the power and volume buttons, they are at the same height, just to the right and left of the phone respectively. So while that makes them easy to reach, you could have a hard time distinguishing between them when the phone is in your pocket and you're hitting it blind. So that's why we have this on the power button. Now on some Nokia phones, this does light up, but they don't do that here. But instead of a traditional notification LED, we have this. Yes, this is OPPO's edge lighting. I guess they are putting that curved OLED panel to good use. So OPPO is calling this their 3D borderless Sense screen. It's 6.55-inch diagonal, OLED, Full HD+, and it's got these slight curves to the edges. Now I know there's this whole debate around if curved screens are really useful or not. Personally, I just love how premium they make the phone look, but here the curve is slight enough that I don't think anyone's gonna have any usability issues with it. As for the panel, it is what you'd expect from a high-end 90Hz OLED panel. Vivid colors, inky blacks, and it can go from really dim for, let's say, nighttime reading to searingly bright for those outdoor moments. Yeah, remember those? I mean, it's been a while, but hey. Now, the selfie shooter is to the top left. This is a 32 megapixel front camera with a 5-element f2.4 aperture lens. Seems to take crisp looking shots, and yes, that is HDR at the full 32 megapixel resolution. We also have a tiny slit for the earpiece. Unfortunately, this one does not function as a second speaker, so the only speaker here is located at the bottom. There is no headphone jack either, so double bummer, but the loudspeaker is Dolby Atmos powered and it can get quite loud. Okay, let me now show you guys around the device and then we dive into the meat and potatoes. Besides the speaker, we have the Type-C port, then the mic, and finally the dual nano SIM card slot. So no micro SD here. The sides have just the buttons and the top has the secondary noise cancelling mic and what I assume is a vanity plate. Enough about style and design though, let's see how the MediaTek Dimensity 1000 Plus inside the Reno 5 Pro fares. Benchmark wise, it falls somewhere in between the Snapdragon 855 Plus and the 865. This is of course a 7nm part and comes with 5G. But let's put all those specs aside and instead fire up some Genshin Impact. This is a pretty demanding game and it will tax those 9 GPU cores inside the Mali G77MC9. We do have OPPO's game assistant here and it even comes with a built-in FPS counter, which is a nice touch. The gameplay seems smooth. We even tried out Call of Duty at high details with max FPS preset. Didn't seem to pose this chip any problems. We switched to very high as well, but then that causes a drop of the FPS from max to very high. So to take full advantage of this gorgeous 90Hz OLED panel, you're gonna have to set the FPS to max. The user experience also seems to be buttery smooth. Not that I expected anything else given the specs at play. We get 8 or 12 gigs of LPDDR4X RAM to go along with 128 or 256 gigs of 2-lane HS Gear S3. That's a mouthful UFS 2.1 storage. The ColorOS 11.1 is what we have running on the Reno 5 Pro. It is based on the latest Android 11, so that's pretty sweet. We have the regular OPPO exclusive features like the OSIE display and smart sidebar. OPPO has introduced a new multitasking feature called Flex Drop. This lets us resize an app into the full screen mode, a floating window, or even a Facebook Messenger like bubble. And since this is an OLED panel on here, we get to take full advantage of the system-wide dark mode too, which these days has become pretty common. So OPPO's gone ahead and added a fresh new twist to it. They give us 3 contrast options. Now additionally, there's always on and the fingerprint scanner is tucked underneath the panel, fast and snappy, just like the face unlock. The OLED display also helps out with a super power saving mode. This turns the Reno 5 Pro 5G into a kind of basic phone with limited functionality. Not that it's something I think you're gonna have to resort to since this is a sizable 4350 mAh battery. Pair that with that 65 watt SuperVOOC 2.0 charger that is present in the box, and OPPO claims 15 minutes of charge can get the battery from 0 back up to 70%. There's also support for other fast charging standards like USB PD as well as 18 watt quick charge, so we aren't just limited to that proprietary 65 watt fast charger. Okay, onto the cameras then. The primary here is a 64 megapixel sensor paired with a 6-element f1.7 lens. Now the colors and dynamic range, they look good, which seems to be par for the course. I did find OPPO's extra HD pictures extra impressive though. Like, see how far the Rangoli is? Well, let me zoom in and we can still see the detail. These are actually 108 megapixel snaps. Now how OPPO's managed to capture 108 megapixels with a 64 megapixel primary camera, don't ask me. I am honestly as clueless as you are. Seems to be some software trickery going on here. But hey, the quality seems fine and that is what matters at the end of the day. Now, another snap, the auto is pretty far away, right? But punching in, we can still read that license plate. Other than that, we have the regular stuff like AI scene detection, which works with not just the primary and ultra wide for pics, but even for video capture. OPPO calls this AI highlight video and it is supposed to help out with dynamic range even under dark conditions. There's also Super Anti-Shake 3.0, OPPO's EIS implementation. You also get to take monochrome videos. OPPO lets you choose which of the 3 primary colors you would like to preserve in an otherwise black and white image. There's even this neat trick that lets you shoot through the front and rear at the same time. OPPO is calling this dual view video. The final 2 are 2 megapixel depth and macro sensors, enough said. So yeah, that's the OPPO Reno 5 Pro 5G. It's sleek, it's beautiful, and initial impressions seems quite capable too. Would you guys want to see a full review of this? What do you think about the Reno 5 Pro? Let's talk everything OPPO Reno 5 Pro 5G in the comments down below. And the pricing, as of shooting this video, I don't know what the official pricing is, but the moment I get confirmation, I'll let you know via a pinned comment. So do check that space, and I guess that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt about it. Subscribe, hit that bell, it does help out a lot. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4 Retech and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day.